Smooth, sophisticated, regal. If whiskey had royalty, Chivas Regal would wear the crown. But how did this Scotch whiskey become a global icon? Stick around because we're diving into the rich legacy, flavor, and legends behind one of the world's most beloved spirits. Chivas Regal is a blended Scotch whiskey, meaning it combines malt and grain whiskeys from various distilleries. Unlike bourbon or Tennessee whiskey, Chivas hails from the misty hills of Scotland, where whiskey isn't just a drink, it's a way of life. What makes Chivas unique? It's the signature blend of smoothness and richness, perfected over centuries, making it a staple for both whiskey connoisseurs and curious newcomers. The story begins in 1801 in Aberdeen, Scotland, when brothers James and John Chivas opened a grocery store. But they weren't just any shopkeepers. They were pioneers. Known for selling luxury goods to wealthy clients, they eventually began blending whiskeys to create smoother, more consistent spirits. By the mid-1800s, they became suppliers to the royal family. Yes, literal royal approval. But it wasn't until 1909 that the world met Chivas Regal, the first luxury Scotch whiskey brand. Despite setbacks like Prohibition and World War II, Chivas Regal thrived, especially in America during the post-war boom. Chivas Regal is a blended Scotch, but at its heart is the Strathesla Distillery, the oldest working distillery in the Scottish Highlands, dating back to 1786. The blend combines malt whiskey, made primarily from malted barley, and grain whiskey. Each component is separately distilled in copperpot or column stills, then aged and masterfully blended. Chivas follows the traditional Scottish maturation process, aging their whiskies for a minimum of 12 years, often in ex-bourbon or sherry casks, which infuse the liquid with deep flavors of vanilla, fruit, and spice. Let's talk flavor. Take the Chivas Regal 12, the flagship expression. Appearance, rich amber. Nose, aromas of wild herbs, heather, honey. Palate, creamy with notes of ripe apple, vanilla, hazelnut, and butterscotch. Finish, long and smooth with a touch of spice. It's not as peaty or smoky as some other Scotch whiskies, making it more approachable and versatile, especially for those new to Scotch. Chivas Regal isn't just one bottle. Here are a few of the key expressions. Chivas Regal 12, the classic. Chivas 18, deeper, richer, with chocolate and oak notes. Chivas 25, ultra premium, first introduced in 1909 for New York high society. Chivas Mizunara, aged in rare Japanese oak casks. And for collectors, the Icon and Royal Salute, luxury blends aged 21 years and beyond. These aren't just whiskeys, they're statements. How should you enjoy Chivas? Neat or with a drop of water to open up the aromas. On the rocks for a refreshing twist. Or try it in classic cocktails like the Rob Roy or a modern Chivas Sour. Here's a quick one. Chivas Sour recipe. 50 milliliters. Chivas 12, 25 milliliters fresh lemon juice, 15 milliliters sugar syrup, egg white optional, shake, strain, and serve over ice. Chivas Regal has been name-dropped in songs, featured in films, and poured in elite bars from London to Tokyo. It's been enjoyed by legends, from Frank Sinatra to modern celebrities. Chivas is also a global powerhouse, sold in over 100 countries, especially popular in Asia and South America. And yes, it's racked up numerous awards for both taste and branding, not to mention that royal warrant that still graces every label. Did you know the name Chivas is pronounced Chivas, not Chivas? The crest on the label features a knight's helmet, a nod to nobility and heritage. There's a persistent myth that Chivas Regal was the first Scotch in outer space. While cool, that one's a stretch. Still not bad for a whiskey born in a small Aberdeen shop. Chivas Regal isn't just a whiskey, it's an experience. It's smooth enough for beginners and complex enough for seasoned sippers. Whether you're celebrating a milestone or winding down on a quiet night, Chivas delivers. Personally, I'd say Chivas 18 is the sweet spot. Balanced, bold, and unforgettable. So, have you tried Chivas yet? What's your favorite expression? Let me know in the comments. Give this video a like if you learned something new. And don't forget to subscribe for more whiskey stories from around the world. Cheers to good taste.